Wendy, Maya, Angela, John. What's yours?
Peter Pan.
Is that all?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Well, where do you live?
Second star to right and then straight on till morning.
What a funny address.
No, it isn't.
I mean, is that what they put on your letters?
Don't get any letters.
But your mother gets letters.
I don't have a mother.
Peter.
You mustn't touch me.
Why?
No one must ever touch me.
Why?
I don't know.
No wonder you were crying.
Wasn't crying, but I can't get my shadow to stick off.
This come off? How awful. Peter, you've been trying to stick it on with soap.
Well then.
It must be sewn on.
What is
You were dreadfully ignorant. I will sew it on for you, but first we must have more light. Sit right there. I dare say it will hurt a little.
I never cried. It isn't quite itself yet.
Perhaps I should have ironed it.
Ha ha ha! Caw! Oh, Wendy, look at all the cleverness of me.
You can see it. Of course I did nothing.
You did a little.
A little, but I am of no help. I can at least withdraw.
Wendy, don't withdraw. Wendy, I can't help crowing when I'm pleased with myself. Wendy, one girl is worth more than 20 boys.
You really think so, Peter?
Yes, I do.
Well, I think that is perfectly sweet of you. Shall I give you a kiss?
Thank you.
Peter, don't you know what a kiss is?
I shall know when you give it to me. Thank you. Now shall I give you a kiss?
If you please. Thank you. I shall wear it on this chain around my neck. Peter, how old are you?
I don't know, but quite long. You see, Wendy, I ran away when I was born.
Ran away. Why?
Because I heard Mother and Father talking about what I was to become when I was a man. But I want always to be a little boy, to run and play. So I ran away to Kingston Gardens and lived a long life among the fairies.
Do you know fairies, Peter?
Yes, I do, but you see, they are nearly all dead now.
Dead? Why?
Well, when the first baby laughed, that laugh broke out into 1,000 pieces. Now skipping were the first of fairies. So there ought to be a fairy for every boy or girl.
Ought to be, isn't it?
Oh no, children know such a lot now, and soon they don't even believe in fairies. So every time a child says, I don't believe in fairies, another fairy drops down the hill.
Poor things.
I can't think of where she's gone. Tinkerbell, where are you?
Peter, you don't mean to tell me that there's a fairy in this room.
She came here with me. You don't hear anything, do you?
All I hear is the tinkle of a bell.
That's fairy language. I hear it too.
It's coming from over there.
I'm sorry, but how could I know you were in that drawer?
Oh, where is she? I wish she would stand still so I could see her.
She's behind the cuckoo clock. They hardly ever stand still.
Oh, there she is. She's so beautiful. Where'd she go now?
Tinkerbell, this lady wishes you were her fairy.
What'd she say?
She says you can't be. She says she is my fairy. Tinkerbell, you know that you can't be my fairy because you are a lady and I am a gentleman.
What'd she say now?
She's not very polite. She says you are a great ugly girl. And she says you're a great ugly girl.
What did she say now?
She said, you silly ass. She's quite a common girl, you know. She's called Tinkerbell because she marries the fairy pots and kettles.
Peter, where do you live?
In Neverland with the Lost Boys.
Where are they?
They're the boys who follow their plans when they are children. I am captain.
Oh, what fun it must be.
It is, but you see, Wendy, we are quite lonely. We don't have any female companionship.
But aren't there any lost girls?
Oh no. Girls are much too smart to follow their plans.
Peter, I think it's perfectly lovely the way you talk about girls. Who are you?
I hardly know, sir. Just at present. At least I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I must have changed several times since then.
What do you mean by that? Explain yourself.
I can't explain myself, I'm afraid, sir, because I'm not myself, you see.
I don't see.
I'm afraid I can't put it any more clearly, for I can't understand it myself to begin with. Being so many sizes in one day is very confusing.
It isn't.
Perhaps you haven't found it so yet, but when you have to turn into a chrysalis, you'll someday, you know, and then into a butterfly, perhaps you might find it a bit queer, won't you?
Not a bit.
Perhaps your feelings may be different. All I know is they're very queer to me.
You? Who are you?
Perhaps you have to tell me who you are first.
Why? Wait! Come back. I have something very important to tell you. Keep your temper.
Is that all?
No. So you think you changed, do you?
I'm afraid I have, sir. I can't remember as I used, and I can't seem to stay the same size for 10 minutes together.
What size do you want to be?
Well, I'm not particular to size, only one doesn't like changing so often, you know?
I don't know. Are you content now?
Well, I should like to be a little bit taller. 3 inches is such a wretched height to me.
It is a very good height indeed.
Well, I'm just not used to it. I wish the creatures wouldn't be so easily offended.
You'll get used to it in time. One side makes you grow taller, the other makes you grow shorter.
One side of what? The other side of what?
Of the mushroom.
Now, which is which?